Hello everyone, I am Megha from Master in Maths, and today in the continuation of chapter Linear Equations in One Variable, we will cover some applications based on that. And in today's lesson, I will attach one test paper also, that the link you can check in the description below. And if you have any queries and if you are not able to solve any question, reach out to me by writing on my comment section. So let's start by solving some word problems. So our first question is, two numbers are in the ratio 5:3, and if the sum of the two numbers they have given is 144 and we have to find out the number. So they have given the numbers in the ratio. So we can consider it like, let two numbers be 8x and 5x and 3x, and it is given the sum of two number is 144. It means 5x plus 3x equals to 144. Now when we add 5x and 3x, it will come as 8x. 8x is equal to 144. Now we will transpose 8 in the denominator to right hand side. So it will come x equals to 144 divided by 8. When we divide 144 by 8, we will get the answer 18. So it means the value of x is 18. So our two numbers are 5 times 18, that is 90, and another number is 3x. It means 3 times 18, that is 54. So our two numbers are 90 and 54, whose sum is 144. So next question is, 24 is divided into two parts in such a way that 7 times the first part is added to 5 times the second part, and that makes 146, and we have to find out each part. So in that way, what we will do, we will consider two parts because 24 is divided into two parts. So let two parts be x. If the one part is x, then the another one will be 24 minus x, as it is 24 is divided into two parts. So our two parts are x and 24x. Now the next is given the first part added to 7 times the first part. So first part is x. 7 times of x is added to 5 times the second part, and second part is 24 minus x. It means 5 times of 24 minus x is added to 7x, and what it gives, it makes 146. So that's how we make an equation by reading the question step by step. Now what we will do, we will solve it. 7x plus 5 times 24 is 120 minus 5x, we multiply 5 with both the number inside the brackets. It is equal to 146. Now we will collect the items like 7x minus 5x. It will give us 2x. And now we can transpose 120 to the other side equal to, and it will come in as negative, minus 120. So 2x equal to 146 minus 120 will give us 26. X equals to 26 divided by 2, that is 13. So it means our two parts are, one part is x, it means 13, and another part is 24 minus 13. That means it will be 11. So our two numbers are 13 and 11. When we add these two numbers, it will give us 24. Next question is, now we have given three numbers that are in the ratio of 4:5:6, and it has given the sum of the largest and the smallest number is equal to the sum of third and 55, and we have to find out each number. So in that case, what we will do, we will let the numbers are 4x as they are given in the ratio form. So we will let is 4x, 5x and 6x. Now the next step is the sum of largest. Largest means 6x and the smallest means 4x. That is equal the sum of third, the left one is 5x and 55 plus 55. So the second step we cover how we make the equation. Now what we will do, we will add these two. 10x equals to 5x plus 55. Now what we will do? We will transpose 5x to the left hand side. 10x minus 5x equals to 55. 5x equals to 55. Now we will take 5 to the another side. It will come in denominator. So 55 divided by 5 will give us 11. So now the value of x is 11. So our three numbers will be, now we will multiply. So three numbers are 4x. 4 times 11 is 44. 5 times 11 is 55. 6 times 11 is 66. So our three numbers are 44, 55 and 66. Next question is, we have given two numbers in the ratio 3:5 and they have given if we increase both number by 10, the new ratio will become 5/7 and we have to find the original number. So in that case, let the original number they have given in the form of 3:5. So original number will be 3x and 5x. Now what they have given according to the question, we have given like both the numbers are increased by 10. So it means our new ratio will be 3x plus 10 divided by 5x plus 10. As they are both the number are increased by 10 and the new ratio form is 5/7. So this is our equation. Now what we will do? We will cross multiply. So 7 times 3x plus 10 is equal to 5 times 5x plus 10. Now we will multiply the number outside the bracket with the number inside the brackets. That will be 21x plus 70 equals to 25x plus 50. Now we will transpose the like terms. So we can transpose 50 over here, 70 minus 50. That will be equal to 25x minus 21x. 70 minus 50 will give us 20. 25x minus 20x will be 4x. So it means x will be 20 divided by 4. That will give us 5. So our original numbers will be what? 3x and 5x. So original numbers are 3x means 3 times what the value of x? 5. 3 times 5 that is 15 and the another number is 5x. 5x. So 5 times 5 is 25. So our original numbers are 15 and 25. So our next question is the digit in the tens place of a two-digit number is 3 times that in the unit place. So it means we have a two-digit number. So in the two-digit, one will be, so it means if we have a two-digit number, so we will have one in the ones place and ones in the tens place. So this will make our two-digit number. And it has given if the digits are reversed, the new number will be 36 less than the original number. And we have to find out the original number. So it means if this is a unit place and this is a tens place. So tens place means we are multiply this digit with 10. Then only it will make the tens place digit. So if we are letting the digits, let the digits of the two-digit number be x and y. So let digits be x and y. So then our two-digit number will be 10x plus y. That represent the unit place and that represent the 10 place. So the number is 10x plus y. And they have given we are reversing the digits. It means the unit place will become tens place and tens place will become unit place. So after reversing, the new number will be, after reversing digits, number is equal to 10y plus x. So these are two numbers. This is the original number 10x plus y and this is the number after reversing 10y plus x. Now the another thing they have given 3 times that in the tens place digit is 3 times the unit place. So it means So here we let the digit at the tens place is x and at the unit place is y. So they have given tens place digit is 3 times the unit place. So it means they have given x is equal to 3y. So this is the condition that they have given in the question. And next they have given the new number will be 36 less than the original number. So it means our new number is 10y plus x, and that is 36 less than the original number, and our original number is 10x plus y, and that is 36 less than. So by reading this step by step we made that equation. Now what we'll do, we will collect the like terms. So here we can transpose y over here, 10y minus y is equal to, and we are transposing x to the right hand side, 10x minus 36. So it means we got 9y is equal to 9x minus 36. Now here we can see, here we have the value x is equal to 3y. So we can substitute the value of x. Substitute x is equal to 3y in the given equation. Now our equation will become 9y is equal to 9x. It means 9 times 3y minus 36. So it will become 9y equals to 27y minus 36. Now we'll transpose, so it will come as 36 equals to 27y minus 9y. 27 minus 9 will be 18. 36 is equal to 18y. So y will be 36 divided by 18, that will give us 2. So it means the value of y is 2. So our original number was 10x plus y. So our number will be 10x plus y. Now we substitute the value of x and y, as now we have both the values. 10 times, as y is equal to 2, that will give us x is equal to 3y, 3 times 2. So it will x is equal to 6. Now we have both the values 6 and 2. Now we can put x will be 6 plus 2. So it means 60 plus 2, that will give us 62. So we can check our tens digit is 3 times the unit digit. So it means our question is correct according to the question. Our answer is correct. So our answer is 62. We can see when we reverse it, we will get 26, and 26 plus 36 will give us 62. So this is the way how we can check our answer. Next question is, the denominator of a rational number is greater than its numerator by 7. And so in that case we have a rational number. So let's do step by step. Let rational number is equal to x by y. So first of all we will consider a rational number. Then we will take another step. The denominator of a rational number is greater than its numerator by 7. So in that case denominator is y. So it means y is equal to x plus 7, as the numerator is greater than by 7. Now next is, if numerator is increased by 17 and denominator is decreased by 6, the new number becomes 2. As we have a rational number as x by y. So now the next step they are saying, if the numerator is increased by 17, so it means plus 17, and denominator is decreased by 6, it means they are decreased by 6 means minus 6. The new number becomes 2, that is equal to 2, and we have to find the original number. That means we have to find the value of x and y. Now what we can do, we can cross multiply. So by cross multiply we will get x plus 17 equals to 2 times y minus 6. So it means x plus 17 is equal to 2y minus 12. Now let this equation be first. So it means from this equation we can put the value of y in this equation. So substitute y equals to x plus 7 from equation 1 to 2. So it means we can replace y by x plus 7. So the equation will be x plus 17, as this is the linear equation in one variable. So for if we have two variables, we want two equations. So that's why we are substituting the values. X plus 17 is equal to 2 times x plus 7, because we have to change the equation in one variable, only then we can find out the values. X plus 7 minus 12. Now we will solve for it. So x plus 17 is equal to, we will multiply 2 with the number inside bracket, it will give us 2x plus 14. Next we have minus 12. So we will get x plus 17 is equal to 2x plus 2. Now we will transpose the value. So we will transpose x to the right hand side and 2 to the left hand side. 17 minus 2 is equal to 2x minus x. So it means x is equal to 15. We get the value of x as 15. Now we can put this value of x in equation 1. That is y is equal to x plus 7. We get the value of y. Substitute. So these are the steps that I am writing to solve any question. Substitute x is equal to 15 in equation 1. That is y equals to x plus 7. X plus 7. So we will get y is equal to 15 plus 7, that is 22. So our number is, number is equal to x by y, that means 15 by 22. So our original rational number is 15 by 22. So our next question is, a laborer is engaged for 20 days and the condition that applies, they will be given rupees 60 for each day they will work, and if they are absent they will be fined for rupees 5. Now we have to find out for how many days he is absent if we get the rupees 745 in all. So first of all we will see what have been given in question. So we have to find out how many days is absent. So we don't know the number, so we will consider it as any variable, that is x. So let number of absent days will be x. Now for the total how many days he worked? For 20 days. So it means he will be present for how many days? 20 minus x. So first let the number of absent days is x and the number of present days will be total number of days he worked minus absent days. So from here we get the absent days and percentage. So now we have given fine for absent days will be rupees 5 and money that he will get for work, that will be rupees 60. So he worked for how many days? 20 minus x days. So he will get 60 rupees for 20 minus x days, and we will deduct rupees 5 for how many days? For x days minus 5x, and in total how much he get? 745. So that's how we make the equation. We multiply the amount that he will get with number of days he will work and the fine with the number of days he will be absent, and the total we will equate it to the total amount that he will receive. Now we will solve the equation. It will give us 1200 minus 60x minus 5x equals to 745. 1200 minus 65x equals to 745. Now we will transpose 745 to the left hand side, 65x to right hand side. So it will give us 1200 minus 745 equals to 65x. Now when we subtract 1200 minus 745, it will give us 455 is equal to 65x. Then in that case, x equals to 455 divided by 65. That will give us 7. So it means we get the number of absent days is x. So absent days is equal to 7. So it means he was absent for 7 days. And if we want to find out the present days, we can find out present days will be 20 minus 7, that will be 13 days. So he was present for 13 days and absent for 7 days. So today was the second video on the application for linear equations in one variable. For the previous video, you can check the link in my description. And still, if you have any question, any query, you can reach out to me by writing on my comment section. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe my videos. Thank you.